Okay, so welcome everyone. Let's begin seated. So find a cushion to sit up on. If your legs don't want to bend for whatever reason, you can just have your legs in a comfortable position for you. If you've got blocks, have some blocks. If you've got a bolster, have your bolster handy. Otherwise, just have a couple of couch cushions. And let's get started. So feel your sit bones rooting down into whatever you're sitting on. Rest your hands comfortably on your lap or on your knees. Lift up tall out of the spine. So root down through the sit bones and lift up through the spine. Close your eyes if that feels comfortable. Back of the neck is long, so just slightly tuck your chin in. And relax the shoulders down away from the ears. And then just begin to go inside and bring your awareness to your breath. And connect with that still point inside of you. And connect with your higher self. Just focusing on the inflow and the outflow of breath, noticing where it's present in your body. And although you're sitting nice and upright and tall, allow the muscles around your bones to begin to soften from the crown of your head all the way down to your toes. Feel your low belly inflate and deflate with your breathing. And settling into the space you're in, settling into the floor, your mat, the earth, and settling into your body. I'm finding myself thinking about what's important for myself personally, for us as humanity, what's important for the planet. More time for some of us, maybe not more time for others, but I have more time to think about what's important. There seems to be more clarity, and for that I'm very grateful. So I invite you to take a moment and just enter your heart and remember what's important and offer some gratitude to these things that are in your life. Maybe place both hands on your heart. Feel your heart breathing with your breath. And pausing to be grateful for all those things that are of most value to us, that are most important to us. Release your hands to your lap. And let's take one more moment and connect with each other. So connecting everyone that is participating in this moment. Connecting our energy, connecting our spirits. Let's take 3 rounds of baseline breath. So that is breathing in through the nose deeply and exhaling it all through the mouth. So do this in your own time, at your own pace, settling a little deeper into yourself with each exhalation. And then gently blink your eyes open. And we'll move into our first shape. You'll need a bolster and a cushion. If you don't have a bolster, you can lay over both your cushions. So the setup is, so your bolster is perpendicular on your mat, or you can, or lengthways on your mat. And you can do that or put 2 cushions next to each other and lay down over the cushions. If you have an extra cushion, place it at the top of the bolster so that you have something for your head. And just bring the base of your spine, your pelvis, to the short edge of your bolster. Bring your legs into a butterfly position. If butterfly doesn't work in your body, just keep the legs straight. And just, you can press your hands onto the bolsters just to squish it down a little bit, and then release yourself down onto your bolster or your cushions. Adjust your blanket, or could be a blanket, your cushion under your head, and just let the shoulders drape around the outer edges of the bolster. And if you don't want to use a bolster or even cushions, if they're not comfortable, just lay down flat on your back and legs in a butterfly position if possible. And if not possible, you can choose any other position for your legs, even reaching your heels to the sky. And just begin to relax the shoulders down on either side of the bolster. Relax your inner thighs. Relax the belly. Relax your heart space. Your whole face. Your neck. Relax the head. With every inhale, feel your heart and the love in your heart expanding out into the world. And then exhaling, breathing love in. So breathing love in and out. Feeling an openness across the whole front side of your body. An openness through the pelvis, through the abdomen, through the heart. Feeling open and welcoming to whatever comes our way, whatever experience comes our way, accepting it in its entirety. So that we can move through anything more peacefully, more harmoniously, by accepting it. Relax the skin on your forehead. Relax the muscles around your eyes. Feel the breath as it moves in and out of your body. If at any point you want to bring the knees together and straighten the legs, you can do that. If your hips start to feel a bit twingy or your knees start to bother you, you can always straighten your legs out. And feel the support beneath you, whether that's the floor, your cushions, your bolster. And just relax the whole body into the support behind you. Feel that support of the earth rising up to meet your back body. And we'll begin to transition back to seated. So begin by just bringing the knees together. You can use your hands on your outer thighs to bring the knees together. And two options. You can either lift your head with one hand and then press up, come out the same way that you came in, or you can roll to one side, come to your side, and slowly make your way up into a seated position. Okay. So after our back bend there, we'll come into a forward fold. So we'll come into caterpillar, sitting up on a cushion if you need to keep your spine nice and tall. And we'll begin by just relaxing the legs. Take your blocks or your bolster so that you can support your head. And breathe in into the spine, nice tall spine, relax the legs and the feet, and then exhale, let's walk the hands forward and find your first edge. So just stop when you feel that first pull through your back, through the backs of your legs, and you can add a block or two blocks on whichever height fills the space between the floor and your head. And you can always change the height of your blocks as your body opens up. So just take your time, go slow. There's lots of time to adjust your pose. Just listen to your body and allow it to be soft. Notice where you feel sensation in the body, and take your breath to these parts. Relax the whole head. Relax your face and your jaw. Relax the neck. Relax your shoulders and your arms all the way down to your fingers. Relax your upper back, your mid back, your low back. And feel your heart hanging forward in your chest. Feel the rise and fall of your belly. Relax the hips and the glutes. Relax the legs. Let the feet fall away from each other and be completely limp. Maybe you want to take a block out or change the position of your block so that it's a little lower. Maybe you just want to hang in space and not use any blocks at all. That's also fine. Whenever your mind starts to wander, just gently guide your attention back to your breathing, back to this moment. Breathing love in and breathing love out. Maybe move the hands a little further forward, adjust your position, find your next edge, and find stillness. Relax your shoulders, relax your arms. Let's take 3 more breaths. Turn the palms to face down. Start to push the floor away from you, walking the hands back towards the hips. And slowly, head comes up last. And just lean back on your hands and move your hips from side to side, bringing some movement into the body. And relax here. Relax your legs, relax your whole body. And bend the knees. And we'll come onto all fours. So into a tabletop position. Clear your mat. And we'll come into melting heart. So we're aiming to keep the hips over the knees in melting heart. So walk the hands forward. See if you can keep your hips right over your knees and begin to bring your heart towards the floor. If your head needs a block underneath it, you can do that. You can even use a block underneath your sternum, if that helps to support you, or a cushion or a bolster. So just experiment and see what props will help to keep you supported and feeling safe. Option to do this one arm at a time. So if it feels too much to have both arms outstretched at the same time, you can fold one arm in, place your forehead on that forearm, and breathe here. Know that you can always come out of a pose early or take a break. Keeping your awareness on breath and on the sensations in your body. Go ahead and switch arms if you're doing this one arm at a time. With every exhale, feel your heart melting a little closer towards the mat. Let's take 3 more breaths. And slowly start to come down onto the belly. Just ease yourself down. Release the arms alongside the body and just relax here. You can turn your head to one side or the other. Releasing the flexion in the shoulders and the extension in the spine. Bring the hands up and underneath your forehead. So make a pillow with your hands, rest your forehead on your hands. Take a couple more breaths. And then we'll make our way up into Sphinx. So come up onto the forearms. Align your elbows up underneath the shoulders. And separate the feet a little bit so they're about hip distance apart. And lift the heart up away from the floor and up between the shoulder blades. So you're puffing up between your shoulder blades and looking either between the hands straight ahead or tucking the chin right in towards the chest. So you pick your head and neck position. Option to change it up as often as you like. And breathe. So I'll let you know when to come a little deeper, but if you would like to come deeper sooner, that's perfectly okay. So if you don't feel enough of a back bend or any sensation at all in the lumbar spine, you can separate the knees and join the big toes to add a little more sensation. And breathe. Breathing into sensation, breathing into your lumbar spine. Bring the low back, a massage, a squeeze, bringing fresh blood and nutrients to the discs in between the bones of the spine. Relax your glutes, relax the legs. And if you'd like to come into a deeper back bend, you can release the shins to the floor, separate the hands, lift the elbows off the floor, and come into seal. So still relaxing the legs and the glutes. Feeling stretch in your abdominal area. Relax the face. Know that you can take a break whenever you need to. We'll be here for just one more minute. So to keep your attention more focused on your breathing, as you inhale, feel the energy of the breath travel down the spine to the tailbone. And as you exhale, feel the energy travel up the spine to the top of your head. Inhale down, exhale back up. Inhale down, exhale back up. Take 2 more deep breaths. And then very slowly release the elbows or the shins or both, depending on your position. Come all the way down, rest your head on your hands and rest. And breathe. Take some deep breaths. And slide one knee up along the floor so the knee is in line with the hip and look towards that knee. Feeling a release across your low back. And then carefully bring your leg back to center. And we'll press back into child's pose. And if you're not taking child's pose, come onto your back and hug your knees in towards your chest to release the low back. Carefully come down, rest your forehead on the floor or on a block. And feel a stretch through your whole spine, tailbone to crown of your head. Make sure the back of your neck isn't sinking, but come onto the top of your forehead to keep the back of the neck long and keeping that nice even curve of flexion through the whole spine. Relax between the shoulder blades. Relax the shoulders towards the floor on either side of your thighs. Keeping your attention on your breathing, bringing your attention on your inner space. Relax your face, relax your jaw. Relax the neck. Take 3 more breaths. Bring the hands under the heads of the shoulders. Tuck the chin in towards the chest. Press the floor away from you slowly. Stacking one vertebra on top of the other. Head comes up last. And deep breath in through the nose. Let it go with a sigh. And inhale. And breathe it out with a sigh. Okay, so let's stretch the legs out and into dragonfly. So separate the legs as wide as you can. Sit up on a cushion if you're sitting back on the sit bones. So the cushion will keep your pelvis in a forward tilt. And have your blocks handy for supporting your forehead. Inhale, lots of breath into your spine, and exhale, walk the hands forward. When you feel that pull in your groin, you can start to round the head, the neck, and the shoulders, and then maybe filling the space under your head. Starting high to begin, and then gradually reducing the height of the block if you like. just let your palms be face up if they're not supporting you. If you're leaning on your hands, keep the palms facing down. But if you're on your forearms or closer to the floor, just let the palms be face up so that you know your hands are relaxed, your arms are relaxed. Relax your toes and your feet. Relax your legs and breathing in and out at your low belly. Just be mindful of when you feel the body go through a phase shift or a release, a lengthening. Maybe reducing the height of your block. Maybe not. Maybe just witnessing the release. So up to you. Just being gentle with your body. If your mind wanders, just gently guide it back to your breathing. And let your body relax a little more, soften a little deeper. Take 3 more breaths. And start to push the hands into the floor, straightening the arms. Slowly start to walk the hands back in towards the body. And use your hand underneath each knee. Release the knees. Move your blocks over to the side and come to lay down on your back. And just pause on your back. Your legs are long, arms alongside the body, and just take a moment to feel the rebound of your previous pose. Bend the knees. So we'll come into a laying down version of shoelace. So, but there is an alternative to that if you prefer not to do shoelace. So first option is to cross the right leg over the left. So as if you're sitting in a chair. And then you bring your knees in towards the body. And you can catch the fronts of the knees and draw the knees in towards the chest. Just make sure you're keeping your knees together. You can also catch a little lower down onto the legs, the shins, the ankles, or you can walk your hands all the way down to your feet, catch the outside edges of your feet, and see if you can draw your heels towards your outer hips, keeping the knees together if possible. And if this shape doesn't work in your body, you can do thread the needle. So you cross the right ankle just above the left knee, lift the left foot off the floor, thread the right arm through the window of your legs, and draw the left knee in towards the chest. So you decide, thread the needle or shoelace. The target area is your right hip, your right glute. Breathing into your right hip, the joint, and the muscles around it. And breathe. Feel your low belly rising and falling. Relax your face, relax your jaw. Take 3 more breaths. Release the feet or the legs. Release the feet to the floor, uncross your legs, and let the legs be long. And give yourself a moment to just relax here and release. Let's take a few deep inhalations and exhalations. Breathe in through the nose. Let it go through the mouth. And again, inhale and release through the mouth. One more big breath. And big breath out. So bend the knees. We'll do the other side. Cross your left leg over your right, or if you're taking thread the needle, cross your left ankle just above the right knee and pick up the right foot. If you're coming into shoelace, bring both knees in towards your chest and either catch the fronts of your knees, the fronts of where your shins, your ankles, or the outside edges of your feet, drawing the heels towards your outer hips. And as much as possible, try to keep your knees together. One side might feel different than the other. Our bodies are asymmetrical. We stretch in different ways. Relaxing the muscles around your hips if you can. The backs of the hips, the fronts of the hips. Breathing lots of breath and love down into your hip area, especially the left hip this time. Relax your face, relax your jaw and your forehead. Three more breaths. Carefully, slowly release the feet or the shins, the knees. Bring the feet to the floor, uncross your legs, and stretch the legs long. And take a moment to feel the release. And the knees. Place the feet on the floor, and we'll come into a twist. So slide your hips over to the right. Bring your arms into a cactus shape or a T shape, depending on how much space you have. Lift your feet up off the floor and guide your legs over to the left. And here you can make any adjustments you like. You can straighten the top leg. You can straighten both the legs. You can slide the right knee high, left knee low, or cross the right leg right over top of the left leg. So you pick your version of your twist. It could just be a simple twist with the knees and the ankles stacked, if that feels like enough for your low back and your spine and across your chest. Feel free to change your position as time passes and the body opens up more. It's relaxing the toes and the feet. Relax your low legs, your upper legs. Relax your belly. Relax your heart and your head. On your next in-breath, slowly start to bring one knee back at a time, back to center. Release the feet and release the hips back to center. Just give yourself a long stretch. And then let it all go. Squeeze your knees in towards your chest, release your low back, rock from side to side. Circling your knees one way, circling your knees the other way. And we'll do the other side. Plant the feet on the floor. Lift the hips, slide the hips over to the left. Lift the feet up off the floor, arms come into your T shape or your cactus shape, and guide the knees over to the right. And again, starting simple with stacked knees. Maybe this is enough of a stretch, but as your body opens up, feel free to deepen the stretch, straightening the knees, crossing the legs, staggering the knees. Option to look away from the knees to complete your twist, or simply have your nose pointing towards the ceiling. Relax your toes and your feet. Relax your legs, especially your inner thighs. Relax your whole body. Gently wringing out your spine. Letting go of tension on either side of your spine. Releasing the low back. Opening through the heart area and the armpit area, through the shoulder. Focusing on your breathing. Take one more breath. And slowly start to unwind, carefully, one knee at a time. Do anything your body is asking for in this moment. Maybe that's another long stretch before Shavasana, or hug your knees in towards your chest. Just take a moment and see what your body's asking for. Maybe it's a couple of things. And whenever you're ready, you can find your props if you've got any. Slide a pillow under your head, a bolster under your thighs, and cover yourself with a blanket if you're feeling cool. And let the legs be wide, arms away from the body. Slide the shoulders down away from the ears. Let the lips part. Relax the tongue. And let your body rest completely. Relax completely. Surrender the weight of your body to the earth and let go completely. Slowly start to deepen your breath. taking your time coming back into your body, back into the room. Begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Gently rock your head from side to side. Rotate your wrists and your ankles a few times in one direction, a few times the other way. If you've got a bolster under your legs, you can bend the knees, place the feet on the bolster, push the bolster away from you. Give yourself one last long stretch. Reach the arms above the head, reach the heels away from the body. Inhale and reach. Exhale, let it all go. Slowly roll over onto your right side. Pausing here a moment. Pressing into your left hand, straightening your top leg. Push the floor away from you, let your head come up last. And slowly make your way into a comfortable seated position. Hands resting comfortably in your lap. Close your eyes if you like. Connect with your breath. Connect with your body. Notice how you feel in your body. Connect with your heart. Connect with your mind. And continue to do things that nourish the body. Healthy food, healthy fresh food. That nourish the heart. Staying positive and hopeful and doing things that make your heart sing. And filling your mind with positive things too. Good books, good conversation with friends and loved ones. Nourish all levels of your being. And let's seal the class with 3 ohms. So take a deep breath in and a deep breath out to start. And we'll do 3 ohms now. So deep breath in. Bring your hands to your heart center. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Sending love and peace out into the world, shining your light, shining your love out from the heart space. Thank you, everyone, for sharing your practice with me. Namaste.